On Thursday, the union government halted the outlay of increased dearness allowance to its staff and pensioners published last month and decided to stop the next two hikes as well because of the pressure on its finances due to COVID-19 pandemic. Dearness allowance and dearness relief, a component of salary and pension of government employees, are meant to balance the rising living cost due to inflation. As a result of the freeze, the government will not pay the hike in dearness allowance that was due from January 1st, 2020. Moving on to the next news, Maharashtra Nirman Sena Chief Raj Thackeray has written to Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray on opening the economy of the state. In his letter, Raj Thackeray has asked the Chief Minister to allow small restaurants and food vendors to function who provide food at cheap prices so that maximum people can get food to eat during the lockdown. Shedding a light on lack of funds in the state's treasury, Thackeray also suggested allowing liquor businesses to function as the business almost amounts to Rs 41.66 crores daily in the form of tax revenue. He also said, "When I'm telling you to open up liquor shops, it's not because I want you to consider the plight of drinkers. It's purely for the tax revenue for the state's treasure, which has shrunk to almost nothing." Moving on to the next news, after the United States froze funding to the World Health Organization, China has again contributed $30 million to the United Nations body in fight against the novel coronavirus pandemic. China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Hua Chunying said on Thursday that China has agreed to donate an additional $30 million to the World Health Organization. Moving on to the next news, Congress President Sonia Gandhi, at a key leadership meeting of her party on the global pandemic, said that coronavirus has increased disturbingly both in spread and speed in the past 3 weeks, but suggestions to the government have been acted upon only partially and in a miserly way. She accused the government of failing to show compassion in softening the impact of lockdown. Sonia Gandhi, for the first time after the coronavirus pandemic started, came down heavily on the ruling BJP and voiced concerns over the virus of communal hatred spread by the ruling party. She said it should worry each and every individual. Moving on to the next news, according to satellite data published by US Space Agency, National Aeronautics and Space Administration known as NASA, air pollution over northern India has plummeted to 20-year low for this time of the year. Pawan Gupta, a University Space Research Association scientist at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center, said, "We knew we would see changes in atmospheric composition in many places during the lockdown, but I have never seen aerosol values so low in the Indo-Gangetic plain at this time of year."
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.